So I'm gonna switch to this. Marc Lamont Hill, right? So this guy, so I'm gonna switch to this right here. He just got pepper sprayed by some random chick. So I don't know. I don't know. I've seen this guy a lot of different times. I don't really know about this guy. All I know is he just got pepper sprayed. Now, before I show you the video, I mean it's a bunch of videos out there, but I want to find out who he actually is. So I'm just gonna find out in real time. It says American academic author. Now, what I do know is he does have a bookstore. Age 46, education, Temple University. So this dude went to Temple. So where is this dude from? Let me see. So he got sprayed with pepper spray. Oh, this dude is from Philly. So this dude is from Philly. I didn't even know. That's crazy. I didn't even know this dude was from Philly. I literally didn't know he was from Philly. Damn, I gotta be look, I'm gonna be biased as hell now. Why did he get pepper sprayed? That's what I want to know. Why did he get pepper sprayed? So this dude went to Temple and this dude is from Philly. I didn't even know that. Damn. So I gotta put kid gloves on now. This dude is from Philly, you know what I mean? Because I was about to go in. No, I'm still gonna go in. But let's see this dude getting pepper sprayed. Why did he get pepper sprayed? Why did my man get pepper sprayed? I'm trying to figure out why my man got pepper sprayed. Hold on, let me see.
I want to ask you to take a step back, please.
Damn.
I want to
Hold up. Hold on, let me put it up here. So I'm gonna put a so at first, so this dude is from Philly. I didn't even know this dude was from Philly. So I heard this guy talk about different stuff before, right? Now, this lady, look at the podium right there. So you see the podium. She was standing at the podium. So this looks like a town hall meeting. So this looks like some type of town hall meeting. This dude has a bookstore. Maybe I don't know what they're talking about in here, right? And like I said, this guy is basically a book author. Now, is this somebody that's obsessed with something that he wrote in his books? This don't look like a chick that my man would date like that. So I'm gonna rule that out. What why did she run down on my man? But let's see. So she's standing at the podium. She started walking away, right?
I want to ask you to take a
Look.
step back, please.
Damn.
I want to ask you to take a step back, please.
She crazy. Now look. Now my man, like being that you from Philly, man, you should have already you should be able to read body language that this chick is about to do something to you. Like you should be able to now this guy is kind of polite. Now, word on the streets is he's against calling the cops or anything and stuff like that. But if you see her walking towards you, why like bro, you know something's about to happen. She already looks crazy. Right at this point, look, you know this chick is crazy by body
I want
language.
to ask
Look,
you to take a step back, please.
yeah, it's something wrong with her ass. They tackled the shit out of her.
I want to ask you to take a step back, please. I want to ask you to take a step
Why
back.
did she pepper spray him? For what? Yo, people are nuts. Now, this is one thing. He owns a bookstore. Yeah, definitely a nut job. So this guy, he owns a bookstore, and allegedly this chick broke into his bookstore before. So they probably seen her on the cameras before. So she broke in his bookstore before. Now listen, this dude is better than me. Cause if I'm sitting at this town hall meeting, I'm sitting there strapped. I don't know. She might have got pistol whipped doing this to me. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Cause I don't know what you're pulling out. I don't know what you're pulling out or what you have in your hand, but it just looks so creepy, yo. The way this chick walked up, it just looks creepy. Yeah, she more than a nut job. She cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But yo, right at this point, you know she about to do something. You know she is.
I want to ask you to take a step back, please.
She got a mental problem. Look right here. You can just tell by the way she's walking. She got some type of problems, yo. And yo, at first I thought this was like politically motivated or something like that. I didn't know really what my man. I seen him talk on a couple political issues, but this was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs motivated. You know what I mean? This chick is out her mother freaking mind. So that's what happened there. So let me switch back. I want to know now. I got the link in the chat. If you want to chat about any topic I'm talking about, click on that link in the chat. So if you want to talk about, you want to talk about anything I'm talking about, click on the link in the chat. It's at the top. Yeah, I believe it's at the very top up there. Now let's see what they're talking about in the chat. The protests are funded by George. So let me see. George Sir. Now I know that I know that those protests. Let me switch back to LA. Let me switch back to LA real quick. I mean, I pretty much know that these protests. Let me see something. I know that these protests are paid for. It's like, yo, when people don't get what they want to use anarchy. It's wild.
In Los Angeles after protesters against federal immigration raids clashed with law enforcement over the weekend, setting vehicles on fire. California National Guard troops were moved in at the order of President Trump. This is the first time since 1965 that a president has ordered troops in over the objections of the governor. He did it on his own authority. California Governor Newsom condemned the action as inflammatory, called on the administration to rescind it, said they were manufacturing a crisis.
And our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce, is standing by with the latest on the administration's response to the protests. But first, our chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman, is on the scene in L.A. And Matt, you and your team, you were with the protesters all day yesterday. Good morning.
Yeah, we saw so much of that unfold, Michael. And this is what the civic area in downtown Los Angeles looks like. These are the skeletons of Waymo self-driving electric vehicles. You can see there's a series of about 5 of them here just beyond. That's what the rest of this downtown area in LA looks like. A maze of police checkpoints just over my right shoulder. That's the 101 freeway. It was blocked on both sides by hundreds of protesters. And those clashes just ending a short time ago early this morning. Overnight chaos erupting in the streets of Los Angeles as protesters and police clashed. Tensions escalating Sunday as thousands of protesters took to the streets in response to President Donald Trump's extraordinary deployment of the California National Guard. Governor Gavin Newsom saying it was assistance he didn't ask for.
We are here to support local law enforcement, the sheriff's office, LAPD, but they didn't need that support.
So, now this is what I was talking about before. So he emphatically said that they didn't need that support. Now, this is Gavin Newsom. I don't understand why Democrats, now this is as an independent, right? Now, I don't understand why Democrats want to dance in a gray area. I don't understand why Trump would send the National Guard without the local authorities knowing. This is why I could not, either party, both parties are shitty diapers. Now, I can't understand why Gavin Newsom or Democrats, now this is Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass, I can't understand why you think doing nothing is doing something. So if you're a Democrat, why is doing nothing doing something? Right? And if you're a Republican, why is just it's like it has to be a balance. Donald Trump should have gave them a notice. Now this is what now I don't agree with. So let me put this up. Now listen, I don't agree with doing nothing be doing something. Like if you do nothing, that's doing something. To me, that's what Gavin Newsom, that's the message that you're relaying. Doing nothing is doing something, right? I don't agree with that at all. Like doing absolutely nothing is not doing something, if you can follow me, right? Sounds kind of jacked up, right? Now, what Donald Trump should have did was give them maybe a notice, maybe like an 8-hour notice, give them some type of written notice, an email. He emails the government workers, send the email, send something so they know that the troops are coming, they know that ICE is coming, all of that stuff. So I don't understand why Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass believes that doing nothing is doing something. Now, they also implemented a curfew in California. Now, some of this news you may know, I may be late to the pizza party. You know what I mean? But they implemented a curfew in California as well. Now, let's take a look at the curfew. So let's take a look at Karen Bass's Curfew. So this is Karen Bass's Curfew. So mind you, the city,
Army Corps of Engineers, and it was a significant contributing
mind
factor
you, the
to us
city's
having the
already being burnt
fastest
down. Hold on, let me get
recovery
this up.
of any location in comparison to where other wildfires.
Pressing the public live right now. Let's watch.
To stop the vandalism, to stop the looting. Many businesses have now been affected by or vandalized. Last night, there were 23 businesses that were looted. And I think that if you drive through downtown LA, the graffiti is everywhere and has caused significant damages to businesses and a number of properties. So my message to you is, if you do not live or work in downtown LA, avoid the area. Law enforcement will arrest individuals who break the curfew, and you will be prosecuted. Hundreds of officers from police and sheriff departments from across the region and state are working alongside LAPD through a unified command structure. The curfew will be in place tonight from 8 p.m. until 6 a.m. I want to thank the government.
So let me get this right. Protesters that are so just say I live in LA, right? This is how I would feel. Protesters that are not even from LA, right? Paid by prepaid protests. So I'm gonna go into that on another show. Was the protest prepaid? Prepaid protesters, right, are destroying the city, graffitiing, burning cop cars, everything, right? You're going to implement a curfew that somebody, like, just say I'm from the city and I don't know about this curfew. You're going to lock me up. You're going to just lock up random people walking around past that time. But you didn't want Donald Trump to do anything about people burning down the city. See the conflict of interest? And then now it's happened. It's happened already. And then you want to give a perfect speech about implementing this. I don't understand it.
Governor for his partnership, and especially thank our state and local leaders and deputies, officers and deputies who are working tirelessly. So curfew guidance, again, it will begin at 8 p.m. tonight and go until 6 a.m. tomorrow. I will consult with.
Now, let me say another thing, right? I noticed with this mayor and a lot of politicians, right? This why I don't like none of these motherfuckers, right? I noticed with her and a lot of politicians, right? When they wait till something happens, after something happens, anybody can write a perfect speech. And anybody can write a perfect speech in a diagram about what happened. I could give you a perfect speech about what we want to implement after something happens, right? Now, I noticed that politicians never take preventative measures. After something happens, they get people to write out this perfect speech that they can just read in front of you, right? They don't never ad lib, like, and say, you know what? Fuck this speech. This is what we gonna do in real time. They don't never give a real time solution, is what I'm saying. Everything's already pre-planned, pre-written, and shit like that. They never give like ad lib in real time and handle problems in real time. They wait till stuff happens and they got a scripted script. Like, look how she's reading from a script. That's inauthentic to me. I feel like you could get it. I feel like you could get an AI interpreter to do that. Like, so this mayor right here and a lot of these mayors, now this is Karen Bass. I feel like you could get after something happens, I feel like you can get AI to just do what they're doing. You don't even need them. Any AI can probably just make up that stuff. She might be an AI.
With elected leaders and law enforcement officials tomorrow on the continuation of the curfew, but we certainly expect for it to last for several days. The curfew area will be between the 5 freeway and to the 110 and the 10 freeway to where the 110 freeway and 5 freeway merge. You look at the map and you can see that the city of Los Angeles is a massive area, 502 square miles. The area of downtown where the curfew will take place is 1 square mile. I think it is important to point this out, not to minimize the vandalism and violence that has taken place there. It has been significant, but it is extremely important to know that what is happening in this 1 square mile is not affecting the city. Some of the imagery of the protests and the violence gives the appearance as though this is a citywide crisis, and it is not. So everyone must abide by this curfew. Limited exceptions will apply for residents, people traveling to and from work, and credentialed media representatives. With that, I would like to turn it over to Chief Jim McDonnell.
Thank you, Mayor Bass. Good afternoon, everyone. As the mayor stated, a curfew for the impacted area as shown here will go into effect tonight. And I want to be absolutely clear that if you're within that designated curfew zone between the hours of 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. And are not exempt under the order, you're going to be subject to arrest. The curfew boundaries are as follows: from the 5 free.
So, like I said, you want to arrest people breaking the curfew, but you don't want Donald Trump to come in and arrest the people burning down the city.
Freeway to the 110 freeway. And from the 10 freeway to the point where the 110 and the 5 merge. Easier to look at it on that map for description. The curfew is necessary, a necessary measure to protect lives and safeguard property following several consecutive days of growing unrest throughout the city. Since Saturday, we've seen a concerning escalation in unlawful and dangerous behavior. On Saturday, LAPD officers made 27 arrests. On Sunday, that number rose to 40. By Monday, arrests totaled 114, and today alone, we've made 197 arrests. The recent days, it's been as a part of a unified command with our partner agencies who've responded through mutual.
All right, that's enough. Listen. Let me go back to the chat real quick. Now look, I'm gonna tell you. Now, Nancy. I don't know if you still. I mean, Amy. I don't know if you still with me, right? You said Newsom is dirty. That's Pelosi's nephew. The Yetis. Now, I don't ask me how I know this. The Yetis, the Yeti gas station, the Yetis, and the Pelosi's are friends with the Newsom. So the Yetis, like you remember the Yeti gas station, the Yeti and the Pelosi are friends. They are friends or associated with the Newsoms on like a family level, like on a, oh yeah, I know your family, yo, the kids, oh, like on some shit like that. So the Yetis, like the Yeti gas stations that we used to have in Philly, the Yetis and the Pelosi's, pretty rich families, they're friends with the Newsoms. Now, you ever have, listen, let me explain Gavin Newsom, right? Not just Gavin Newsom, just a lot of these politicians like Karen Bass, Gavin Newsom. You ever have a manager on a job that when anything happens, they just let everything rock so they don't have to deal with it. So these politicians, right, not even new, but just current politicians, they want to stay in their position, so they'll let stuff rock so they don't have to deal with it. Like burn down the city. They don't want to do anything about it. It's more energy for them to do something about what happens than it is not to do nothing at all. So I'm gonna repeat that again. It's more energy for them to do something about what happens than to do nothing at all. So they do nothing at all and they just brush it under the rug. Where you got somebody that's the exact inverse, like Donald Trump is going to do something right away. Typically, businessmen try to get shit done right away. You have to get shit done right away or you'll fuck up the money. So typically businessmen get shit done right away, because if you don't get shit done right away, you'll fuck up the money. So this is Donald Trump's mentality. You got to get shit done right away. Now, it's not always the best idea, right? And you want to tell somebody before you do it. But he should have just gave them 8 hours notice. Give them 8 hours notice. Yo, I'm sending in the military. I'm not asking y'all shit, but I'm sending in the military. Because they claim they didn't even know that they were coming, right? Now, they were just going to sit there and let the people burn down the city, right? Now, you can't afford for that to happen after the wildfires. That's the whole point. Like, I got to send in somebody. You got a lot of shit going on in your state. All of y'all just sitting back, getting paid, brushing the shit under the rug. If I was in the position myself, I probably would have sent in the military too, just off the fact you just had the wildfires. You can't afford to have your city go in chaos without no consequence. So sending in the military is automatic consequence. Okay, yeah, you burn down the cop car, but you're not gonna start hurting people or doing no other shit because you'll fucking die. So you gotta send in the military sometimes. That's why you got them. Now, I would have gave them a little bit notice, but you can't sit back. You can't sit back and not do nothing like Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom were doing, right? So you got Democrat. It's all politics, right? But I don't know how. So if I'm a Democrat, I don't know how if I'm Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass, I don't know how I would be winning over Democrats. You sitting back doing nothing, letting shit burn down either. So this we gonna be dicey on this politics shit, right? So I'm an independent voter, which means I don't like none of you niggas. So I'm gonna repeat that again. When you come to hoodactionnews.com, I'm an independent voter. I'm going to grind up Republicans and I'm going to grind up Democrats because I don't really like none of you niggas. Real rap. We going to get into that, like going towards the fall, and then I'm gonna be doing a lot of politics on here because like I said, Democrats and Republicans, I don't like none of you niggas, man. I just, like I said, in this situation right here, the Democratic mayor and governor, you want to sit back and not do nothing. Donald Trump, you want to not tell them that you're going to do something. Two rights don't make a wrong. Two rights don't make a wrong. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. Two rights don't make a wrong. They don't want to do shit, and you doing the most. That's not gonna work. You know what I mean? That's why, like I said, I'm not Democrat or Republican. I don't fuck with none of you niggas. Unfortunately, I gotta vote for one of you motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But listen, this is your boy Post. This is hoodactionnews.com. If you want to talk about this live, the link is up there. We could talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. We could talk about this live. If you're tuning in now, I showed you how they ran down on ICE in Philly. So it's going down in LA, it's going down everywhere. They ran down in Philly on the Korean market in Philly, the H Mart. Now the people that they rounded up, I don't know if they were Korean or not, but the workers were running like hell. And like I said, I had a family member. I had two family members, my aunt and my cousin, two females, in this H Mart in Only, Philadelphia. They just opened it up. They were checking it out. They said they got like fresh vegetables and fruit and shit like that. They were checking it out, and ICE ran up in there while my aunt and my cousin were in there, right? Obviously, they're citizens, right? But they ran up in there and they said the workers just scattered. So this is a Korean market, H Mark. It's called H Mark. Mart. H Mart. Like H supermarket, right? Korean supermarket. ICE just ran up in there. You know what I mean? Got it right on the screen there. But make sure you go to hoodactionnews.com. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I am your boy Post. If you want to chat about stuff, it's Post the Mogul on Twitter. You can go right to hoodactionnews.com and make sure you like, share, subscribe on YouTube so we can talk about these topics. Like I said, traditionally I didn't like talking about politics, but you can't run from it because it affects everything we do, right? It affects everything we do. So a lot of times you got to talk about politics. Now, like I said, I'm an independent voter. I don't like none of you niggas. I don't like Democrats or Republicans. Politicians are like kids in show and tell, showing off the best toy so they can win the pizza party. They're gonna tell you what you want to hear, right? But listen, make sure you like, share, subscribe. This is your boy Post, hoodactionnews.com, and we are Izzo.